Welcome everybody, I'm Fabio Viviani and you're watching Fabio's Kitchen, where every week we'll bring you an amazing dish made by me. Today we're gonna make happy all those people out there that love their pasta, but they like it to be a little healthier. So we are going to use 100% whole wheat flour, and we only gonna use regular flour as a support role to add the extra gluten and elasticity that is missed by higher protein content in whole wheat flour. Then we're gonna crack some eggs and we're gonna add a touch of olive oil. The recipe is very simple. So far with me, you have learned how to do regular fresh pasta, you have learned how to do the gluten-free pasta, and today, if you're a health fanatic or you're super fit and you still want pasta, less guilty you're going to feel because we're gonna do a whole wheat one, which is good. Higher fiber, higher protein, more nutrient, and still the pleasure of a good plate of pasta. The dish is very simple. Like any other pasta that we do, we're gonna use the food processor with the blade attachment. In this case, what we're gonna do first, we're gonna add the flour first. 100% whole wheat flour. Now, like I said, whole wheat flour has more fiber, has more nutrient, higher in protein, but is also a lot less elastic. So I still need to add a little bit of regular flour to make it to the point where I can stretch it a little bit, all right? Now, I do not suggest to use whole wheat flour to do anything long, like fettuccine, spaghetti, or anything that is like a noodle kind of shape, because it doesn't have the elasticity, it will break. So I add the 2 good pinch of salt, 1 pinch of pepper, maybe 2, a touch of olive oil, just a touch, very little. And you wonder, why so little, Fabio? You add more in the other pasta. Yes, because you're gonna add extra egg yolk. So egg yolk contains a lot of fat, and that's why you're gonna add very little of olive oil. Then we're gonna add some water. And now we're gonna mix this before we add the eggs. As you probably see, something is sticking to the side here. We gotta make sure that we clean that off with the help of a fork, because we really want our flour, our whole wheat flour, to absorb the water and the oil before we add the eggs. In the meantime, I'm gonna get one of these and I'm gonna crack 3 eggs. One hand maneuver. I know, if there was a contest of egg cracking, I would be like gold medal right here. All right? Look at that. The 2 extra yolk. The 2 extra yolk are going to help the pasta in coming together and be more elastic. Yolk in egg yolk is fat. And fat, in this case, is going to react with the protein and create a nicer, more elastic pasta. Still not as elastic as regular pasta is, because whole wheat is a coarser grind, so it will never be that elastic, but that's what it takes. And now that we have the right amount of eggs, we're going to keep adding water until the mix become a dough. Perfect. This is exactly what I needed. Look, first of all, wedding ring off. Sorry, honey, just making pasta. I'll put it right back. If you see this pasta, it's a lot less grainy than the gluten-free was in the previous episodes, but let me show you something. While I am absolutely able to do this, and do like orecchiette, so look, see? You can make all wheat orecchiette very easily, as much as you do regular pasta, but I want to show you something. When you go to try and stretch these, like you would with normal pasta, something funky happened. Look at this. I want to show it to you. See? It breaks. See this? Not very elastic. Actually, not elastic at all. Now we can try, but I wouldn't suggest it. See? You would have to roll it for a very long time. At the end of the day, if I want to make whole wheat fettuccine, for example, I can. But chances are these will break into the water. I'm not saying you can't. But it will likely break a little bit into the water. So if you are okay with it, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to do like a more common pasta for this kind of shape, then make orecchiette. Or one of my favorite of all time, just make little spätzle. Like little spätzle. Look at this. These in the water will expand, and it's gonna look like little small whole wheat gnocchi. You've seen the gnocchi recipe, right? So this is really gonna look like a small whole wheat gnocchi. By using a machine like this, is to try to do a different shape. Machine like this come with attachments. And this is really a matter of working the dough until the dough is elastic enough that can withstand. For example, now, here's what I'm gonna do. I have this, and I'm trying to do some tagliolini. So I'm gonna use the attachment here and see if they come out. Yeah, well, it does come out, but again, this is probably something that you want to do. This is a little spaghettini, you know, little small spaghetti made out of whole wheat flour. This is something that you can do with all kinds of pasta, but gluten-free. You know, you can make ribbons, you can make little spaghettini, you can make orecchiette, or you can make your little spätzle. I suggest to stick with these two. They'll never break, they get the sauce nicely. These, it's probably suicide. These, they might last, but you're gonna find a lot of pieces inside. So look, I got your whole wheat flour, right? We use it for make pasta. Now, this has like twice as much the protein the regular pasta has, so I fix your health kick. Now, you figure it out, whatever shape you like, and go with it. Because guess what? You're watching Fabio's Kitchen.